So if we can see them best that, maybe pick up a map, then obviously, I mean, that's growth. And sometimes it's the best you can ask for.
Well, quick fire, Sam. Which two players should be watching out for? One from each team. Give a quick prediction.
Ooh, okay, so BB on, 100%. And then on the Saints side, that's a difficult one, I'll be honest. But I think Bunny is probably a player that we should keep our eyes on.
Well, there you go. A couple of players to watch out for, and we're going to be diving right into the action. CLG going to be signing out on the T side. Saints on the CT side. Seems like it is going to be a hit this time round. Ramps already being taken over. BB, all of the players you mentioned we should be watching out for. He's going to be defending her teammate. Goose going to be looking to drop that bomb down. It is planted. No damage done to either side. Fairly clinical play from both teams right now. Retake scenario is going to be coming through. There is a defuse kit on Scraft. Question is, are they going to be able to keep them alive and at least location down? But Mads going to be able to pick up two, maybe even a three. No, it's Kelsey. Stole that away along with a second one. And Kerode coming out of the woodwork, picking up a nice kill for themselves. And like I said, clinically done.
Very, very clean execution there. Get in onto the site very quickly. Shut down Saints. Don't allow them any space onto the site. And I think it is a bit rough that Saints crumbled this easily. It took so much for them to take down one or two players in oh my goodness, I'd forgotten about Goosebreeder's pop filter.
It's great. Little thumbs up.
It's the cutest thing ever. But yeah, nicely done, netting themselves that round win. Rifles on the board. Saints not opting to force up. So going to make sure that they've got some cash into the next.
Right off the bat, a little bit of aggression going to be coming out from the CTs, and it might work in their favor because Mads not quite expecting this. Able to back away, but her teammate is going to fall to the wayside. Kelsey going to get dropped. I think that was a Mac 10 they lost. Nothing to really write home about, but at least they got an extra $300 in the bank there. And we are going to be seeing a buy-up coming out from them.
And of course, this makes a lot of sense. Lose the first two rounds. I will say those first two rounds, you know, you wipe your eyes and the next thing you know, the rounds were over. Blink and you missed it. That was very, very dominant. Yeah, of course, the second round was a bit of a anti-eco type vibe. It was the force from CLG. Now they come in on their bonus. Very little spend going into this. And instantly, Ashdod gets a little bit of revenge there through the flash.
Oh, Bez is going to be completely blind. Doesn't realize the player's walked on right past her. She could have to try and get some kills. Unable to. BB, got to slam her down to the ground. All right. She's going to have to try and push on through the smoke. Is going to be Bunny. Could make this jump, but going to need a flash to help her. Oh, turn it around. Gets the kill. Didn't quite see that happen. Goosebreeder unable to respond in time. Which is fair enough. Bottom goes down. KOD going to be pushing up towards the fence here. Now, first shot going to be coming through. Going to be able to get a kill. Going in for the multi-kill. Running out of bullets. That is the A1's issue. Oh, yeah. Able to get the kill onto KOD. Bit of a, you know, an interesting round there. CLG did lose 3 players, but Sam, it was a bonus round.
Yeah, very good start to the round for Saints. You know, getting that opening kill. It was really, really important for them, but unfortunately, just the util usage from CLG was fantastic. Constantly blinding them out, constantly denying that field division and then taking full advantage of it. Yes, as we said, or as you said, that was their bonus. So there's quite a big reinvestment that has to come back into this. But off the back of winning 3 rounds in a row, it's not really the end of the world. And it's Saints who really suffer here. So they don't really have too much to work with into this one. And again, it's more or less a full save.
Okay, someone in the chat has confirmed that it is a Chizdot. As in like a Chizdot, which is a bit of an odd one. It's going to get some taken to get used to it, but first initial kill, actually, a bit of a stack coming in from the CT side, able to slam them down. I always find it difficult with these weird and wonderful names. You know, after a while, we do get used to them. Talking of which, it's going to be a player we're talking about. Unfortunately, she gets a shot off, but it's going to be... Oh, she manages, Sam. It should be a fairly clean-cut round for these players. There are 3 CTs looking to try and do some exit damage on this front, but I don't know. What do you reckon on that name?
I don't know if I trust Pip. He just got timed out straight after saying that. So, you know, clearly that can't be accurate.
Damn you, Pip. Shruft takes down Matt. The 5-7 going to be coming out as well. This gun, people calling in for it to be one of the next guns to be nerfed. Trying to understand. Kelsey is in a decent position, but the bomb's going to be going off momentarily. Shraft's going to be peeking around the corner with the sub 5-7, going to be doing even more damage. Olia looking to try and make a little bit of extra cash with the Mac 10. Going to be chasing like a bloodhound, but they, you know, somehow stay alive. 7 and 10 HP. Never mind. Spoke too soon. But Shraft taking that M4 into this round is pretty big.
I mean, again, a really close round for Saints, but unfortunately not close enough. It's good that they're keeping things relatively expensive, but I mean, KD 7.4K in the bank. Not too concerned there. Bibian and Mads as well, even after investing into this one, super comfortable. Saints now have to win rounds if they want to make that economic damage meaningful in any way. Olia, however, has bought into the AWP. This could be a huge opportunity to start turning things back around.
She is solid with the AWP. Let's see if she can pull out the bag here for her team. 4-0, not looking too hot for Saints. Hopefully looking hotter than the South American team Black Dragons, who got demolished last series. First shot comes out, and there you go. About as hot as that Molotov she's standing on. She's going to get burnt alive for a couple of seconds, but she's going to have another chance to get a kill. Blind. But had it lined up, timed it perfectly. Almost to a T. Actually, she's going to be coming out from the sidelines. Going to be able to get a kill. And also a join up one as well. Shraft. Kelsey does get an entry, but she's got 3 HP, Sam. I'd be surprised if she managed to pick up another kill here.
3 HP in a dream. I will say, like, Olia getting those 2 kills and getting traded out, you take that every day of the week. And the fact that the second shot comes out blinded, and you could see her inching over. She suspected that there were more players there, but she still managed to get that shot quite nicely. And it opened up a lot of space here, and that's what Saints needed. They lost a lot of players in the process, which for them is far more of a detriment. CLG lose a round, that's fine. They've got cash to spare. They're going to buy for one another. They'll come back into the strong, no problem. Saints, on the other hand, yes, they won the round. Yes, they have that little bit of extra cash, and yes, they can reinvest. But if something goes wrong here, they're obviously back down onto a single round bonus, which is basically pistols. There'll be a little bit of extra cash for Bunny and Scraft, so maybe some upgrades there, but they're back down into no man's land.
That was honestly such a solid round from Saints. Just thinking about more like their reaction time of being able to hold that mid position is honestly excellent. I want to see more of that. I see new lineup. They're going to be facing a lot of difficulties. They also have the potential to shine. See if they can do that. This boost is going to be coming through. Goosebreeder going to be looking for information. It's going to be the molly dropping out. Olia, meantime, takes down BB. Goose just going in dry. Still gets the headshot whilst partially blinded. Kelsey held over towards the B. Around here. B stairs even. Donnie. It's going to be able to find KO Day. KO Day's not got the AWP out yet, has she? I doubt she would on this map, but...
No, well, at least not on the T side.
This early on, yeah. 3v4, still recoverable here for CLG. They've still got a lot of time.
Nice to see a change of pace, yeah, as well. CLG knowing that they are a little bit on the back foot. So we're going to have to play towards their strengths. And again, they only have 3 flashes. So it's not the best. Obviously, they can't smoke anything off, so they have to play a slightly more death ball.
Trade's going to be coming out. Olia making quick word of Matt. Goosebreeder's going to have to find a couple of kills there quickly to try and even up scoreboard. She's lost control of the bomb. And that does mean that Saints don't have to play aggressive against her. They can just play defensive. She spots out ahead. The seasoned player knows how to play it. It's going to be turning around the corner again. She's got 10 seconds on the clock. She has to play onto this site. And this last player, she knows exactly what's going to be going on. 4 seconds left. The footsteps going to be coming through. She's going to be going in for the rush. Goose gets the bomb down. But the defuse is going to be coming through. The extra money in the bank is going to help, but great clutch coming out there.
I think Goose probably knew that there was no way she clutches that, or at least the chances were unbelievably slim. So best case scenario is what she managed to accomplish. She got that bomb down and netted a little bit of extra cash for her team and a nice little 2-piece for herself. So well done on that regard. But like you said, right, this beautiful swing from Daria, newer player on the roster, and of course kind of newer to the Impact scene as well. immediately showing some skill there and allowing Saints to get a second round on the board. But we spoke about that economy, you know, Aishdat not able to buy in to the fullest extent, and they're starting to feel the weight of that. Thankfully, CLG, like we said, a little bit of cash that they could spend into this one, also on a bit of a broken buy. So there's definitely a favor here for Saints in this round.
See if they can cash those tokens in. They have the advantage. Boost. Is that going to come out? No, they'll line up the util here. Ollies are going to be going out. Ollie unable to hit that shot, unable to time it up correctly, and they're going to be pushing through here. Goosebreeder has an opportunity to peek around the corner, find a first kill, going to be able to execute it fantastically. Bear's going to drop a teammate. Pushed all the way down. Managed to find one, going to get traded out fairly instantaneously in Shraft. And Ollie, last 2 players left alive, 2v3. That's going to be up close and personal with the box of bullets, aka the MAC-10. Super difficult for her to be able to try and stay alive here, but still peeks around the corner, gets the advantage. Now Ollie with the piece of utility misses the mark. Evie going to be in a good angle, has the advantage thanks to that Molotov as well. Ollie's going to be peeking around the corner, finds both of them, but they're going to be sitting on top of each other. Goosebreeder finds the kill, and Saints have the advantage, Sam, but they slipped away through their fingers.
Good recovery from CLG, and I mean, we kind of spoke about it, right? Top team in the region, so when the chips are down for them, you do kind of expect them to be able to bounce back relatively easily. In a situation like that, no, it wasn't ideal by any measure, but they still had 3 rifles on the board. So, you know, make quick work of the Saints players, and now, of course, Saints back down onto pistols, and it's going to be an uphill battle to get back into a favorable position, and it's not going to be in this round.
5.7 might be an awesome gun, but when you're going to be spraying it through a smoke at potential players who have got rifles, you're going to be a bit of disadvantage most of the time, especially at that kind of angle where it's a little bit harder to try and aim at the heads. Can't line them up as easily. So, I mean, this is most likely going to be another round the board for CLG. Sam, I mean, it's 6-2. This is going to be super difficult. I mean, Saints really need to pick up the pace here after this round. Oh, KO'd. There we go. No AWPs come out.
Good flush.
That is actually Ollie's AWP, if I remember correctly, right?
Probably.
Oh, BB. Headshot could be coming through. Shraft falls. Ollie does go in for the backstab. Unable to make anything of it. Last player left alive is the fabled, well, iShares Dot, I guess, is what I'm going for.
Works for me.
I might just call her A.
No. I don't know when you became the Fonz, but could we not? Also, for anybody who got that reference, I am so impressed.
Boomer references yesterday,
Ooh.
Boomer references today.
Never ends. Well, that's what you get when you have 2 boomers on a broadcast. Like, I don't know what you know.
Oh. Just see, did my tweet go out referencing the boot? Yeah, it did. Okay, cool. Scheduled that earlier. Forgot about it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not too surprised by the scoreline.
Yeah. Look, this is what we were saying a little earlier. The best performance Saints has managed to have was 8 rounds on Mirage, which was in the second matchup against CLG in Season 2. The first map of that series, Mirage was the second map. The first map was a 16-1. And in the very first matchup of the season, it was a 16-3 and a 16-4. So far, Saints have, they're kind of batting average.
Tell you what isn't average is Olia's game late. She has been doing really well for AWP. Not too surprised. She has proven that she's fairly versatile with it. But honestly, she's needed a couple of players who can keep pace with her. Kelsey going to be playing very slowly, sneakily up towards the B site alone. Ready to cause a little bit of hassle, a little bit of trouble. Bez is not going to expect her to be here, so Kelsey's going to be able to spring up right, and they're not going to expect it. The headshot locked on. She knows another player's out there as well. She's going to be going in for the peak, trying to allow her teammates to cross on over, pushing up towards the boxes there. Air conditioning units. Carried out, does find one, but it's going to have to be a trade out as Goose had fallen just prior. 2v2 advantage, probably actually on the same side. Matt's going to be low on HP. She's going to be the one with the rifle as well. Not the best situation here. A smoke may make it easier to get the bomb down. Oh, Ollie, that is a shot you need to be hitting. It was actually attacked through air conditioning unit there. The AWP is going to be deep on site. They can try to cut her off now. Shraft is going to be playing aggressive. Finds one. Looking to go for the second. Can't quite do it. Runs out of bullets. Kato has to find one. But they're going to be playing it together. Playing fairly slow and smart. She flicks on out. The rifle's coming out from the second player as well. Ollie switched on over. She's had enough of the AWP. Wants to finish the job. USB in hand. She may well have to go for the AWP, but she's now going to have to just dance around. Unable to really accomplish the job there. Honestly, pull out the AWP. Go for the no-scope.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that a little bit earlier today. Anna from, I believe it was Nigma, just, no, not Nigma, I'm being silly. It was Ninja's Pajamas. 2 no-scopes just before, she attempted the defuse, and unfortunately there just wasn't enough time, but 2 no-scopes in close proximity. It was quite nasty. So I'd like to have seen something similar here, but unfortunately not to be. And Kato does well to try and whittle down the time, which I think was her main objective there, to try and make it that if she could just live a little bit longer, if she got the kill, great, but if she could just extend that time a bit and deny a defuse from coming through, even better. Unfortunately, just was not to be. Saints managed to get themselves another round here on the board for themselves, and a nice little opening frag here into this next round. Starting to feel the rhythm a little bit more, get into that groove.
Yeah, that was a shot through the smoke. As Mads was going in for a bit of a pray and spray through the smoke and towards that mid position after it was carefully smoked off. The return fire from the FAMAS ended up working out in the favor of Saints. Kelsey again, usual B position here, trying to wait for any kind of players to push on over. But they're you know, Buddy's kind of caught on to realize that Kelsey has been pushing fairly aggressively up there whenever she's given an inch. She usually takes a mile, so this time they're playing a little bit more defensively. Mid is lost. It's now it's surrounded by CLG. A is going to be going for the spray, finds one. The trade is not out yet. Instead, they're going to be absolutely demolished on the side of CLG.
Wow.
Didn't quite see that coming through. A second AWP coming through. I don't think that was the right call. There was an AK on the floor. I would have much preferred to see them carry that on through.
Yeah, especially since like they're still holding on to a FAMAS, which is not ideal. Oh well. Double AWP setup, why not? I think that could work out fantastically. I also liked how this played out, and I'm not even convinced that this was the plan all along. Because you can see how CLG Red take like a different approach towards the site, and Saints are waiting for them and just melt them down. I don't think that was the plan, but it worked out perfectly for them. So there you go. Second best scoreline they've ever had against this team. Well done. Already seeing the improvement.
Yeah, I mean, this new lineup, oh man, I've already got like a little bit of goosebumps on because I'm just thinking like if they can actually play, you know, decently, they could really try to build up some momentum here. And just the way Ollie was playing with the AWP there, she changed her angle up. She got that first kill. She didn't go over greedy. And we see that time and time again from plenty of AWPers, especially when they're just entering into the pro level. AWP, the second one going to be coming through. It's going to be the shot hit, but it's only going to be a leg. She's going to have to be careful here. She's going to be pushed. Unfortunately for her, she misread that. Carry Day does go down. It's going to be Kelsey with a Tech 9. Doesn't get the kill. Mads going to be able to find one, picks up the bomb, but not for long. But the damage is done.
It's questionable. Eshzad actually traps herself there a little bit. I think the molly missed its mark. And I think she realized that as soon as she threw it and her retreat was cut off, she was kind of thinking maybe the CLG players would wrap around and try and push in from the other side, but no, they just overran her. You can see the mouse shake, the panic, like, I'm dead. So little, slight misplays there, but they do come through the other side with the round win, which I think is the most important part. It was an anti-eco. CLG kept it very, very expensive, which is good news. Saints' economy is by no means safe, especially with the reinvestment into that second AWP. If CLG can nab this round, Saints is going to start to get a little uncomfortable.
That's really where CLG needs to try and position themselves. They can get that 8th round, Sam. I think they'll be looking pretty. We shall see. Goosebreeder going to be pushing on towards this smoke as well. Meanwhile, BB looking to come alive. We've not seen too much of her so far this game. It's been Goosebreeder, Kelsey, and Mads already been doing the legwork. BB's been there, but I mean, she has got 9 kills, but we haven't really seen too many of the kills. Ollie holding up on towards this position, has a solid sight line, but Utility should be able to try and cut that off. Smoke comes out. Kelsey once again with this lurk. This could work out very favorably for this team if they can go in for the rotation. A drop-off sound might give the game away. There we go. One of the players has rotated on over Kelsey. A position given away very early, but does manage to find one kill. Shraft is going to be playing aggressive. Finds Goosebreeder's head. Bear's going to be pushing up. Kelsey's in a little right position, but she looks away. Still managed to get a lot of damage, but not the kill. The bomb is going down at the moment. Smoke comes out, but this is recoverable. Saints still have the opportunity here. The bomb is only just being planted. 5 HP on Bez. Mads is going to have to do better than she has done in the past from this position. She's usually been taken down by the entry kill. Okay, they're going to be backing her up. Sorts out player. Looking to go in for the taps down here. Kills the player. It was actually the accidental one, but follows up with another one on Shraft. And quickly after that, Mads able to take out the final one. Decent round coming in from CLG. Very costly, though.
Yeah. On both sides, all things considered. You know, Saints obviously trying to go for a slightly more confident play. They know that historically they have been on the back foot against the CLG roster. They've changed things up a bit. They've brought out the double AWP on Vertigo of all places. And there was a modicum of success that came out of it, but it wasn't, I don't think it was worth the investment, particularly not 2 rounds in a row. Now their economy is a little bit messy and they're forced down into a really like weird buy. And now CLG have fully taken back control of the reins, full buy for themselves, fully taken over control of the site, and they've done a really good job of consistently taking that space.
I mean, we're barely into this round and the bomb's already gone down. This retake scenario is not in favor of Saints whatsoever. Those 5-7s could work out for them, but Kelsey has to find the first initial kill. They're going to be pushing on through to MP9, going to be able to find one. Now, Shez's dog going to be pushing through, picks up the fam. It's got very few bullets left in it, 10. In fact, she's going to have to throw that away, but never mind. It hits the floor, but not by her own choice.
Yeah, I mean, that went about as we expected it to. CLG Red now confirming themselves a lead at the half. And so one of the things I was talking about is space creation. So, and this was 2 rounds back. I had to let you actually talk in the previous round, much to my chagrin. But Kelsey's lurk was really, really impactful because getting that kill opened up the entirety of that site. And yes, there were some trades that had happened at that point, but it gave them the space they needed to get the plant down. And that's something that they've been doing relatively consistently, taking that space very, very early on and shutting down Saints' attempts at retakes. I think we've seen maybe 1 or 2 diffusers so far. For the rest, it's been them denying that plant from happening. And I think they realize that retaking is going to be difficult for them because of how aggressive CLG can be.
Solid points. Let's see if CLG can make that space up. Considering they have pretty much the whole map to play off. There's a single stack of CTs at the moment. And what I will always repeat and say is, always respect pistol rounds. Use that utility. Don't try and bait out and see if they've got pistols. Do your executions. Worry about your game. Don't worry about theirs initially. Once you've got the information, play off that. Great. We saw yesterday when a team did not play off that information. Cost them pretty much the series. Oh, they're still waiting in this position. I respect this. Playing in for the long game. I don't think it's going to work out, but
no.
the worst thing that can come off this is that they stay alive. They keep a couple of extra pistols, even armor, and a obviously diffuse kit on one of the players as well. So honestly,
just saving.
It's more worthwhile if they just go in for the exit frags. Yeah, although the one player, that timing. Okay, looks away, but still going to be able to play aggressive, and her reaction time is going to be a little bit faster. Has to go for the reload, but there was no aggressive push on that sound cue. Goosebreeder has to be careful. Spray comes through. She almost takes down her own teammate. They all stay alive, and Goosebreeder with 3 HP.
All right, I thought they would like hold on to you know, I mean, there was a little bit of an investment in some of the pistols there, a couple of deagles and so on, a little bit of util. So I thought maybe, and of course some defuse kits, but I thought, you know, maybe they'll try and hold on to that. But no, they try for the exits. They get none. But they had cash to burn into this round, so not the end of the world. Kind of, sort of. Obviously, with this being Saints and CT side, we needed to see a little bit more out of them here. And they're losing a lot more rounds than I think they can afford to. Now we're last round in the half. A little reminder there for those of us who are prone to forget. And yeah, last chance to nab themselves another round here so that they have something to play with into the next half.
What was it you going to say? Last or saloon? Is that
last
your
chance.
Catchphrase? Last chance. Saloon, there you go.
Yeah.
I should really know that catchphrase. Considering
I've
how much
said
we
it
got
so
together.
many times.
But yeah, I mean, it really is. It is really the last chance saloon here is try and get another round on the board. They've done better than I think a lot of people potentially thought they would do. So I'm excited to see how they do on their T side. Olia, I think they're going to suffer from really having her being on a rifle rather than AWP unless they do try to fix her up with the AWP on the T side. That first initial kill, though, it's good, but trade because one of the players is down. Bez being able to take down Goosebreeder, that's a heavy hitter, but now Goose can just focus on making the calls. Kelsey, instead of looking over towards B this time, she's up towards ramp. Her teammate's going to be with her. Smoke is going to be coming through. They're going to be going in for this execution. It's going to be a 3-on-4 situation. Olia's going to get smoked off here. The Molotov's going to be coming through. She goes in for the shot, gets the flick. Quick and sharp. Exactly what you need. Bunny goes down. Molotov going to be taking the rest of the life force. AWP is going to be going over the wall bangs. It's unable to connect, though. Mads is the only player with any kind of reasonable amount of HP altogether now as her teammate does go down. Mads knows there's a player down behind her. She goes with the spray, gets the kill. Now realizing there's still another 2 players. She goes with the spray, but unable to connect a single shot there. She tried her best, but that's going to be the 6th round on the board here for Saints on their CT side. And now they're going to be flipping on over Sam as we go into a quick break after the bomb has finished being defused. So GG, well played so far. We'll see you guys back in a couple of minutes after the halftime break.
Oh, yeah. All your troubles and me a glass of them bubbles. If I want, you only live once, but that's all I need. So keep it blowing and I'll buzz just like a bee. Dancing on the tables, throwing out the labels. Life is a ball and I'm living it large. I'm the entertainment and I came to play. You gonna know my name. We're gonna misbehave. Oh, bring the champagne. Oh, that's how we celebrate. We'll do it like we always do. Louis bag and Prada too. Show stopping makes you new. You only live once before you turn to dust. I'm feeling fabulous. We're gonna misbehave. Oh, bring the champagne. Oh, that's how we celebrate. Pour me some bubbles. Pour me some. Pour me some. Pour me some. Forget your troubles. on them bubbles, yeah. Sipping on them bubbles, sipping on them bubbles, sipping on them bubbles, yeah. Forget all your troubles, forget all your troubles, forget all your troubles.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, that first half went more or less to be expected. I think that Saints are definitely doing a lot better than what we had predicted. I know that against Nigma Galaxy, they were able to pick up 5 rounds, but this is the second best performance that we've seen from them against CLG Red on their home turf. So this is good. It's definitely a good sign, and hopefully we'll see some more of that as we move into our second half.
But Sam,
No.
I got to do it. I got to do it to Saints.
I just want to preface this by saying Tom made me look up a stat and I didn't want to say it and he wants to say it. So if you want to blame someone, blame Tom. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, it's a positive, all right?
Is it?
It's a potential room for growth. So Saints on their debut on the LAN event of Katowice, they managed to get a total of 9 rounds in all their games joined together. Now that's pretty embarrassing, pretty sad. And you know what? They've come back. They've managed to pick up a bunch of rounds so far, 6 rounds in the first half of this map. And this is with a new lineup. And I am super hyped and excited to see what these guys can bring to the table. And so far, it's been better than I've seen them play against CLG Red. I mean, we've seen them with the old roster play up against CLG Red, and they did just get dumpstered. This time around, they seem to have a little bit more life to them. Any players that are standing out to you so far?
Olia, 100%. She has been fantastic. It's a little concerning that she is doing that well. And I think one of the biggest things that makes that so evident is that Daria is not stepping up. She's having a much rougher time than the rest of the players on the team. She's not, hitting those shots, and it's definitely making a difference, I think, in the overall scoreline and in the overall play of the map so far. So coming into the second half, they're still in with a chance. 6 rounds on the board, nothing to turn your nose up at. If they can win this pistol round, they can very easily start bringing them back into, their own kind of territory. So hopefully, Daria during this break has taken a moment, done some stretches, grabbed some water, maybe some popcorn, and hopefully we'll see a little bit of a better performance here.
Oh, all the players are here now. That is good. We can dive into this. I think that was actually Olia potentially just going and shaking off the sweat because she was really sweating it through that game. And here we go. Diving into the second half here. CLG Red versus Saints here on ESL Impact Season 3 NA region.
Woo.
Smoke's going to be coming off right off the bat. That's, okay, I mean,
Production, please.
maybe 200 IQ. It's not just me flaming the teams. It's actually going to be production too.
That's so toxic.
And, I flame Saints, they flame CLG with the bad utilities from their side, but we move on. Lots of utility on the side of Saints. I'm excited to see what they do with this. It is going to be a bit of a mid to B hit. Flash going to be coming out. Bunny's going to be the first one over. Apparently she's the IGL here. It's going to be A coming through with 2 kills. Absolutely fantastic entry. Cutting off any kind of potential immediate backlash here coming in from CLG. We're now going to have to go for a full retake here, Sam, and I don't see a kit on them. So, on this one of the players on the site on B had one, and it looks like I don't even know where they died. I can't. Okay, it is down towards the B stairs. So that's slightly difficult, but it is that 3 versus 5 situation. Not the one you want to be in. The USB is going to have to hit hard. Care Day going to be the one looking to try to lead the charge. She's going to get shut down fairly quickly. HS is going to be able to get multiple kills. Olia going to be chiming in with one of her own. Goosebreeder is going to be running out of bullets and out of time as Olia chases her down, gets the kill. That's going to be the 7th round on the board here, Sam, as we enter into the second half.
Yeah, I mean, this is fantastic. They're doing very, very well. Very impressed with that. Just a quick update, guys. Obviously, there is another game that's going on at the moment. It's Team Factor Ruby versus Starfish. That's currently at 9-6. That might be slightly outdated scoreline. That was a few minutes ago that we got that information. But just to keep you abreast of the situation, that's how that matchup is going. And yeah, Saints 1 round away from matching their best performance against CLG. Oh my god, KD.
Destroyed.
Just shooting clay pigeons at this point.
Paul. There you go. We're going to see them try to slam on over towards the B site. Should have an opportunity here, but they are being challenged. The BBUTOT going to be coming out, and the BB with the Deagle going to be looking to hit these Quandigs. Landing the first shot, Bez goes down. Goosebreeder with the MP9 picks up a double and a triple. Olia gets sent packing. Her body still remains on the platform, but her soul probably going to be sunken down a little bit there.
Yeah, I think we just saw the entirety of Saints' souls just leave their bodies in that round. They were not expecting such clean pistol play. And okay, only 2 of them were Deeg shots, and it was Goosebreeder who managed to clean up the rest. But still, and the last kill was with a USPS. So, you know, a lot of pistol kills came out of that one. Saints definitely feeling the full force of that, and unfortunately back down onto pistols themselves. They needed that conversion. Now CLG sitting pretty.
Extra money from the MP9 really does make a difference. Oh, the brutality. Bunny doesn't get a chance. The nades land, and then so do the bullets quickly after from Mads. Denial is great. BB with the Eagle once again. She's not even got an upgraded gun. She's feeling confident and spicy. Oh, never mind. She has got a Mac 10. Just holding the angle with the Deagle, which you know, makes sense. A bit of extra damage coming out from the nade there. Onto Bez and AO as well. BB still holding his angle clean as usual. She only got 11 kills compared to KD, who's on her 11th. Not looking as sharp. Deagle's going to be coming out from both sides. Olia's going to be the last one left alive with 1 HP. She knows she can be wallbanned there so easily. I don't think there's any real legs on this, but never. Who knows? Maybe she's going to be able to prove me wrong. 1 HP. Hit a lot of Quandigs. That'd be absolutely beautiful. They're not expecting her to be hit. She gets a kill. Wasn't quite a one ban, but managed to make it work in the end anyway.
Well, I suppose effectively this round should be CLG's bonus. It gets really wonky when the team that wins the pistol doesn't win the second round. But after losing 2 players, you know, obviously they're going to have to reinvest into this. So Saints do a really good job again, kind of chipping away. But with CLG up to 11 points, we're reaching that kind of too little too late scenario already. Saints in a very tight spot here. So again, not going to really be spending into this. A tiny bit of spend for Daria, who has started to show some more signs of life. But is it going to be enough? This round looking like it's going to go CLG's way all over again.
You'd imagine so. But we have seen wilder things. I do hope I didn't cast Curse Saints. Put a lot of pressure on them. Possibly, but you know, this round's going to be pretty much running away from Saints. They've got a couple of players left with blocks, but I am impressed with Olia. Even coming into this T side, she is looking to be sort of acting quite proactive. So I'm excited to see if she is going to be able to find a little bit more action here, even without an AWP in her hands as we go into this next round. What kind of guns are we expecting?
Big ones.
Negevs, that's a brave prediction, Sam.
No, that's definitely not what I meant.
M249s, okay. The new meta, all right.
Please, man. Sawed-off shotgun, let's go. No, I mean, there's definitely going to be some cash to spend here, so I think it's going to be pretty as usual. The big question is Olia going to be picking up that AWP? We spoke about it right on the T side. It can be so much more difficult to maneuver, particularly on a map like Vertigo, and there you go. She's not going to be buying into that. And I wonder about that, because as much as it's difficult to get that value, it is Olia, and she's been so on point so far. She's been a star for her team. But at the same time, I don't know if it's worth the risk. When Saints are this far behind and CLG just keep converting round after round after round, taking that risk could be disastrous. They took the risk on the double AWP on the CT side. That didn't work out. To take another risk again when you're already so far behind might not be the best idea. They are, however, taking attack time out here. It is very close to the end of the line, so hopefully this is going to give them the momentum they need. Hopefully they'll be able to crack into the site. And, you know, I was talking about how well CLG were doing at controlling the space on their T side. They're doing the exact same thing here on CT. They're just not giving Saints the space to move. So Saints need to find a way to crack that side open.
This is Saints map pick. They have to do a lot better than this. They needed more rounds on their CT side, and they are being punished. I mean, just going back to what you said last half, is that Kelsey was creating a lot of that space for her team. Now we need to see that from the side of Saints. So I'm just trying to watch out for who might be looking to do that. And honestly, it's you know, a little bit hard to tell. We've not really seen many full proper buys from them yet. Still come through. There's no real control here. They're waiting for CLG to come to them, and it's going to be working out fantastically. Bunny makes the call, gets the kill, but Goosebreeder comes back in with the dread of her own. KO day onto Olia. Not even quite sure where that was, but it was down on towards ramp. She's taken full position here. Kelsey with kill of her own. Now we're down to 2 players. They play too passive. Now they're being shot down. That nade! It does a huge amount of damage. I think that's a total 65 damage with a single nade. Absolutely demolishes a lot of the health. And Mads with the A1 takes down 1. Goosebreeder with the A4 comes through with a kill of her own. The second one.
And these rounds just look cleaner and cleaner for CLG the further we get into this half. Losing almost no players. They've got more cash than they probably know what to do with at this point. I mean, if they wanted to like have 4 people with AWPs, they probably could. It wouldn't be a very good idea, but you know what? They could do it. And that says a lot. So Saints, I'm curious with this round, because this round, they have the Tech 9s. And I think that the rush is what I'm expecting here, and that's where it's starting. But this long-range angle is just going to be devastating.
They were too slow. There was a Molotov that came out. The execution's already dead. There has no legs to it. As soon as you've got a situation where you've got one player that is that far ahead, there's just it's just not going to happen. And that's where you have to make sure you do have that piece of utility of smoke to try and block off the Molotov. Otherwise, your rounds are just dead. And that's exactly what happened there. 14th round on the board here for CLG. That penultimate round is going to be sitting pretty on them.
I mean, especially in a map with such long sight lines, you have to shut those down if you're going to try and go for a pistol rush. Because otherwise you're just sitting ducks out in the open. And, well, it's hunting season. Not clay pigeons. But, yeah. I don't know, there's so many puns that could be made. Goosebreeders, sitting ducks, hunting season, you know.
Oh. BB was sitting there like a duck. But gets the advantage, gets the kill. Daria going to be falling. Like you said, Daria's not really been performing very well. Funny either, but she's the IG out. Smoke goes out. Could create the one-way if I'm right in saying. Not quite sure if they're gonna take full advantage of it though. We're gonna have to see. Actually, it's not the one-way smoke. It's just blocking up the sideline so they can go in for this boost, which, you know, it didn't work fantastically well for. Let's see if she's gonna be able to do anything with this. It doesn't see anyone yet. Kelsey played very disciplined. Oh, she misses the player. She's gonna be going in for the wallbang now. Managed to catch the player as well. Smoke's gonna be going down. She's got very few bullets left in the chamber here. Has to go in for the reload. Gifted that as well. That nade does absolutely nothing. Doesn't quite go far enough. Goosebreeder be backing up her teammate now. Bunny. And only last 2 players left alive to try and stop it from going to match points. Everything to play for, everything to lose. Olia damaged again. Bunny quick enough to get the kill, but tagged heavily. A single nade could take it down. Goosebreeder holding this angle. The smoke going to be coming out. Not going to be doing enough. The arm was seen, and from behind is going to be KO Day. Getting the backstab. Bunny's going to be last one left alive. They should have an inkling where she is. BB catches her off. Gets the headshot, and that's going to be the 15th round on the board.
It's a weird thought for me that this is Saints' map pick. Because it looks like they are very flustered. I'm seeing, you know, very few signs of solid plans. You know, solid strategies coming into each round. It feels like kind of much of the same round after round. And CLG, there's not even much counter-stratting, right? They're just shutting down the space. And as long as they keep shutting down the space, Saints cannot do anything. They haven't found a way to isolate these duels and to give themselves what they need to get onto site. And it feels like there's this lackluster utility usage from Saints that could give them a massive edge if they would just use the util and then actually play off of it. You get the util out, it stagnates, and nothing happens.
Nice kill there from Kelsey, but the trade comes out. This potentially could open up this B site. The first sort of real chance they have of being able to get another round on the board in quite a while. Goosebreeder takes some shots, but the only damage she actually receives is 1 HP damage from that nade. They've given up that push over towards the B site. That means they have to try and go in and create new space elsewhere. This whole time, they should have had players trying to make it up with this space. It's going to be mad with the double kill. She just ends their lives like that so quickly, so abruptly. 10 bullets left in the magazine at the moment. Going to be peeking around the corner. The flash going to be working for her. She finds one. That's 3 kills for 1 mag. Daria's last one left alive, but not for long. That's going to be a GG. Well played. CLG take the first map. It's not even theirs, but they wanted it anyway.
I think that more or less went the way that we expected. There was a very solid pushback from Saints on that first half. They get so close to matching their best scoreline against this roster. But I think that this really speaks to the overall strength of CLG in this region. The fact that the second best team in the